Hello everyone, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. It's me as Junike, and today we are going to discuss on a topic which is very demanded: how to speak English fluently. And today we will solve the problems first, and then we will get the solution. All right. So I will be working with you through five essential steps, which will guide you through the journey of your English speaking. And I do believe that after watching the video, after following the 5 steps, you will be able to speak English fluently, correctly, and confidently. Alright, let's begin. Before starting the video, I would like to ask you one thing. If you really want to help yourself with those 5 steps, you have to watch the video until the end. Otherwise, it's not going to happen that you have been trying for. Alright. The 5 problems I would like to highlight here are: you have the grammar, you have the vocabulary, you can write, you can read, and you have also listening skills. But the main problem is you cannot speak. You can speak some sentences like the very common and basic sentence like where are you going, how are you, have you done your dinner, and what's your name, for example. But when it comes to tell a long story, to explain something, to express a kind of a story to someone or to some people, that time you are stuck. And today we will solve those problems, and you have to stay with me until end of the video. Alright, let's begin. The first one I highlighted here is: don't be afraid to make mistakes. When we try to speak English, the fear arises in our minds that people will laugh at us if I will make any mistakes. For example, let me explain you here. Such kind of fear is very common. You don't need to worry at all. It's not only you, but also 95% people are with these problems. All right. So, but the things here, you shouldn't be afraid. You're not gonna speak on the stage. You're not gonna speak in front of thousands of audience at all. You can speak with your friends, with your family, with your colleagues, with your teachers, but you shouldn't be afraid to make mistakes. For example, if I will use is instead of are, what will happen? Of course, it's grammatically wrong, but you shouldn't think that this person will laugh at me. Those people will catch the message. You shouldn't be afraid. Now, whatever in your mind, just try to express in English. And the main problem is in your mind and in your brain. Your brain is not processing the steps. You think that you cannot speak the English. That's the main problem. When you will think, when you will convert your mind into one thing, which is that I can speak English, that time you will recognize the change in your speaking. All right, so let's see the next number. Number 2, develop your vocabulary. It is very essential. Why? If you don't have the vocabulary, nothing's gonna work. Why? If you don't know what is it called, then how would you explain to the people? All right, you can explain that, this is a tool, such kind of tool, which is used to write on the board. The people still can understand. But if you don't know the exact meaning of that pen, you can still explain to the people. But the main problem here is you don't have any skills of speaking. So this is very essential to know and to have the vocabulary. This is a pen, this is a marker, for For example, this is a boot. For example, learn new words and phrases regularly to expand your vocabulary and improve your ability to communicate effectively. If you will have the vocabulary, if you kill your fear, then you are already in a step 2. All right, so let's move to another one. Third step, improve your grammar. The more you practice, the more confidential you will be. Remember, understand the grammar rules and practice them regularly. This will help you to speak more fluently and correctly. When you will speak correctly, the confidence will automatically boost. All right, so you have to learn the grammar. It is also very important, and you have to understand the rules of the grammar. There are several rules of grammars in the English language. Not only in the English language, but also every language. But as far as I observe, English is gonna be very easy for you once you focus on the rules of the grammar, vocabulary, and when you will kill your fear. All right, so let's move to the next one. Number 4, step 4. Think in English. Change your way of thinking and start thinking in English. Initially, you will find it difficult, but later you will become an expert in it. So what does it mean? It means that, for example, you are thinking it is a pen. So in your language, you will think it is a pen, but in English, you have to think that this is a pen. I can use it to write essays, to write anything I want, to write the names. When you think in English, it's gonna help you. So how to think in English? For example, you have a plan to go somewhere with your friends or with your family. That time, you will think in English that you have to process in your brain. Like today, in the evening time, I have to go with my friends for a visit somewhere. Then we will have fun. We will have so many kind of activities there, and we will have some great moments, the remarkable moments, and I will have the best time to spend with them, for example. And after that, we will have the evening snack, and we will return to our area, for example. When you think in English, you don't need to speak. The first thing is you have to think. When you will think, when you will process every route map in your brain in English, slowly and slowly, you will have the habit of speaking in English. So let's begin from today, and let's move to the next step. The fifth one, we can say that is the last one. Talk to yourself. Here, talking to yourself in front of the mirror, that is very old phrase. We will have some new. Talking to yourself in front of the mirror will increase your confidence. Yes. And you will understand why you are making mistakes and why you need to improve. But I will suggest you here, instead of presenting yourself in front of the mirror, of course you are able to have one smartphone at least. Then please remember that once you will get a smartphone in your hand, you can keep it in front of you by opening the camera and record yourself, whatever you want to express, whatever you want to talk, whatever you want to discuss. Just express whatever you are thinking to talk, whatever you are processing in your brain. Just express. You don't need to worry about anything. Just express whatever you are feeling, whatever you are trying to talk. All right. So once you will record the video, watch that video at least twice. Then you will find the problem that you are making the grammar errors. You need to improve vocabulary, or you need to kill your fear. You will understand automatically. But you can also practice in front of the mirror, but it is a kind of old version of the trick, so I won't suggest you to practice in front of the mirror. But if you are not able to have a smartphone, then you can, no problem. But using a smartphone, recording your voice, and there is two ways to record yourself. The first thing you can do is you can record yourself, by opening video camera. The second thing, you can record yourself as an audio. When you will record your voice as an audio, you will feel more confidential. When you will open the camera, you will be a little bit nervous, your fear might arises again, you will think that you are going to make mistakes, and you won't be able to express all the feelings inside what is happening inside you. So you can record yourself by making audios, and you can also record video. All right, so these are the 5 trips. As far as I observe, there is a problem in step 2, as we already discussed this all, but there's a problem. In step 2, develop your vocabulary, learn new words and phrases. But how? Where can I learn this all? Where can I learn phrases? Where can I learn the words? Where? So in the next video, I will definitely discuss about this topic. Develop your vocabulary, and where you can study, where you can find them, and how you should study, and how will you remember them. So this all for today. Stay in touch, and don't forget to share this video with your loved one and make a comment. So take care. Bye bye. Let's learn together, shine together.